All right, shalom, Israel. Take that mic. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. All Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are God's chosen people. And it is decided that the Lord is ready to save you from your bondage, from your captivity, from all the pains and woes that your oppressor has put upon you. The Lord loves you so much. He put the dumbest people in charge of the earth so that they, dumb asses, can go fight a forever war in the Middle East after they just spent 20 years in Iraq. The Lord just said, let me change the letter at the end. Now it's Iran. You understand? And it's going down, man. We're not getting out of this, y'all. There's no chance of it. Because it's the most unintelligent thing you could have done. Go to war when people are trying to make peace with you. Matter of fact, isn't it beautiful how the Lord just pulled verses out of a person's head? Give me Psalms. I'm going to do my introduction, y'all. But give me, I believe it's Psalms 58. All right. Let's get it where he talks about those that be at peace. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, Dooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo. Second. And I need one second. Make sure it's not this. So give me Psalms chapter 55 and verse 20. All right, we're not going to read it yet, but nonetheless, the water to you, brothers and sisters that are tuning in. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. Don't just come in and dip, Baba Kushai. Please come in, say something, type something. Even if you want to bounce after that, just so the algorithm knows that we have viewers. Let me tell you something, man. We're in a time when what we say in the UPK is absolutely about to go viral. It's about to be the only thing that can be said that all this time was preparing you for the times that we are in right now, man. Listen, April 4th is the Lord's 57th annual Passover. Is going to be held in Houston, Texas at the BH Ranch. All Blacks, Latinos, and Natives, thumb the water to you guys, to you too, for tuning in. You understand? Like, the Lord's Passover is a mandatory. It is not optional. All right? Blessed be the Lord for commanding General Yohana that prior to the Passover, we got the slaughter of the lamb. We have the kids' party. We got the brunches. We got the kick your boots off, all black party. Like, we have so many things. General Behind commanding, 12 Shield General Hyman's scripture breakdown class. All of these things happen in the week walking up to the Lord's 57th annual Passover. Round table of truth across the line, like it's going down. Like, Texas is about to get flooded with niggas, flooded with Latinos, flooded with Native Americans, and it's a beautiful thing, man. You need to make sure you're there at the very least April 4th, right? Am I getting April 1st? Am I getting my dates wrong? Yeah, April 4th. What? April 4th, you have to present yourself to the Lord for the Passover. Following that is the Feast of Unleavened Bread. This is the time. This is not the time to trust in the white man. The white man don't even trust himself. Donald Trump is confusing everybody. What's that movie? Lean on Me. When the sister came in the room, like, what are you doing? Nobody knows what you're doing. And he's like, that's exactly how I want it. That's not Donald Trump. Donald Trump don't have no way. No, there is no method to his madness. He just is that he wakes up tomorrow morning in Israel. Benjamin Netanyahu's clone comes in and say, "Hey, stop the war." He'll stop it. If he says drop a nuke, he'll push the red button. All right. These are the times we're living in. So the classes that we teach in ISUBK, they are for blacks, there are for Latinos, there are for natives, man. Don't let the propaganda machine make you continue to hate being who you are. This is the best time to say it loud, you black and you proud. It's the best time to say you Latin and proud. The best time to say you native and proud, man, because in truth, we are God's chosen people. All right. So with that being said, all the salutations out the way. Shalom, Yahweh, that's all right first. So, you understand? Let's get it in. Like, share, comment, ring the bell for the notifications, and set it for everything. So that anytime we drop something, you automatically get the ping, and you can jump in, jump out, just do your thing. All right. We are at the absolute end. All right. So once again, Passover, April 4th. Houston, Texas, BH Ranch, $200 per person, 17 and up. With all the events that the Lord has set up through Commander Joey and Hunter, it really should be $1,000 per person, 17 and up. So thanks be to the Lord, you're getting a goddamn 80% discount. All right, just $200 per person, 18. All right, with that, let's get that first verse I called for. Go ahead.
Oh my God. This is book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Mm-hmm.
He hath broken his covenant.
Listen, if that ain't talking about Donald Trump, if that ain't talking about the American administration that is trying to take over the Middle East, Donald Trump, he wants to take over Mexico. He wants to take over Colombia. He want to take over Cuba. He already feel like he done took over Venezuela. He want to take over Greenland. You understand? He trying to take over Iran. He is a hungry hippo. There is not enough. And in the middle of peace treaties, they're working on a peace deal. And Benjamin Netanyahu told Donald Trump, man, F that peace deal, bomb. Do a decapitation regime change. Look how that's going for you. You understand? Iran was trying, and I'm only respecting their name because they doing a service to the world. It ain't Iran, it's Iran. Call them Iran because they over there fucking stuck right now, man. They are putting boots to the white man. Donald Trump thought he was about to come in real quick, destroy him. And say, look at me. Give me another peace prize. I go east in the Middle East, not just with Israel, I did it with Iran. No, Donald Trump, you getting your ass handed to you in the Middle East. You understand? Benjamin Netanyahu is up, it's 50-50 on that he's alive. You understand? The last things they've been putting out recently have been AI generated. It is not Benjamin Netanyahu. White people, they are deformed. He probably do have 6 fingers on one hand, but that wasn't him. That was AI. Understand? All they had to do was keep the peace, but instead they decided to go to war with those that were at peace with him. Go ahead.
Oh my God.
Where you was at? Next verse.
This book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
What did it say? It said the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. This ain't the regular, this is margarine. This ain't even real butter, man. The words of his mouth was just a bunch of snake oil.
Right.
Go ahead.
But war was in his heart.
Keep reading to the end of that verse.
His words were softened in oil, yet were they drawn swords.
And that's the problem. The problem that we've had in America and the problem that they're having all around the world is they don't understand the white man the way God understands the white man. They don't understand the white man the way that ISUPK has understood the white man since 1969.
That's right.
Y'all getting y'all mind blown. The Bible was talking about the white man thousands of years ago. He breaks every covenant. Didn't he break all the treaties with the Native Americans? What you thought he was going to do with the other brown people? The white man breaks treaties with other white people. The white man thinks he's Russian, Jewish, American, English, Australian. He thinks he's every goddamn body and uses that mentality to break treaties with people. White people hate Jewish people, and what's other people? They hate Jews and N-words, right? You understand? And some and gays. Most of the homosexuals on the planet are Caucasian. They hate themselves. They hate the damn Jews. The Jews are white, quote unquote, are white. How are you gonna hate yourself? You look the damn same. It makes no sense for white people to be the way they are, but it's just because they just want to kill each other, man. They want to unalive each other, and they'll use any excuse. They got tired. Listen, if they get tired of unaliving the Iranians, they'll unalive the Austrians. They'll unalive them. You see what Trump tried to do with Greenland? Who you think Trump was going to fight over Greenland? Denmark, Ireland. You understand? He was about to fight against his own people over that space, and he still want to do it. Why? To avoid talking about the Epstein files. That's how disgusting white people are. The white man wants to have sex with anything that has a hole, whether it be grown or not ready, premature. He wants the boy, girl, it, they, them. He don't give a damn about the pronoun. He wants to eat the body, whether it be grown. But he really liked the body when it's just came out the womb. Just pull it out. Margaret Sanger, just pull it out. That's who you're dealing with. You're dealing with someone who sounds like they give a damn, but really they don't give a damn about nothing about themselves. And that's the world you're living in. And that's the world Christ is clawing you out of. But you have to do something for the world that Christ is going to establish upon his return. Thanks be to the Most High. So from there, let's go to, give me Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. No. Matthew chapter 16, verse 2. Understand? You got to go ahead. Wait, one second. You damn right. Animals don't matter. You understand? They'll eat the dog. They'll have sex with the dog. It's bad. These Epstein, the world, the earth is given into the hands of the Epsteins. What they really figured out, right? Like how you worried about the Rothschilds. Actually, the Epstein household is more elite than the Rothschilds. So Jeffrey Epstein isn't a Mossad spy. He isn't a double agent. He's more profound. He's more dignified in the white world than the Rothschilds. The Rothschilds are just the ones that get all the notoriety, but the Epsteins are higher class than even the Rothschilds. All right, go ahead and read that.
Oh my God. This is Matthew 16, verse 2. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say, it will be fair weather, for the sky is red.
So who is the he that is speaking? This is Jesus Christ speaking. These letters are written in red. And he's speaking to a people that are. Okay? He's speaking to the people at the time that they are in, right? So we're in a modern time. So all you have to do is apply something modern to what Christ was saying back in the day. So back then we was farming. All right? Just apply something recent or in your current life. All right. You see the economy dipping in the red, and you know what that means. All right. Anything you want to put in place, Christ was speaking to the people where they were at. All So Christ is talking to people that deal with livestock, people that deal with farms. He's saying, look, when you'll say it's fair weather, for the sky is red. You'll look up in the sky and say, oh, snap, look at the sky. This weather means something. All right, go ahead.
Verse 3. And in the morning, it will be foul and foul weather today.
Mm-hmm.
For the sky is red and lowering.
Mm-hmm.
O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times?
You're saying if you can look at the weather, if you can get up in the morning and see the mist, and see the fog, and see the thunderclouds, you can look at that and say, oh, well, it's probably going to be cold today. It's probably going to rain. God damn, look at those clouds. I need a raincoat and I need an umbrella. If you can look at the sky in discerning times, how come you can't look at what's happening around you in discerning times? You have to take a inventory check of your life, because you are living in times when if they knock out radar and let's say Iran wants to go in, they're talking about a false flag in LA, because the white man that owned the World Trade Center towers, who got insurance on them like weeks before the Twin Towers got hit, got terrorist insurance. Well, he just recently got the contract to one of the tallest buildings in LA, and he bought terrorist insurance again. You understand? So what you're dealing with is it might happen again. All right, it's looking bad. Go ahead.
Inside job.
It's looking like it might be an inside job. All right. So you have to be prepared. Forgive me if I lose my train of thought. All right. You have to prepare yourself for what's coming, because they're going to try to do something again. It's going to mess up your life here in America. So I know I'm losing my train of thought. Keep reading.
Verse 4. A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a son.
Mm-hmm.
And there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. And he left them and departed.
Understand? You are waiting for something spectacular to happen. Don't look at the world and the condition that it's in. The world is destroyed right now. So you're going to have to take inventory on your life and say, what God am I actually serving? If the God that I'm serving is allowing all of this wickedness to go on, and I think that my belief is good enough, check yourself, because there might be something wrong with the things that you believe. All right? Let's get another script on that, right? Where, let me see, we talked about grace. Let me get the grace scripture. Grace abounding. I'm going to pull that right now. All right? Give me Romans chapter 6 and verse 1. Like you have to consider, what have you been taught about America? What have you been taught about your history? What have you been taught about the world? How are they're lying to you on TV right now? So you don't think if your politicians will lie to you, you don't think your preacher will lie to you about the Bible? I think it might have been an AI generated video, but some preacher was like, before y'all leave out here, I want the W-2 form, because a lot of y'all ain't been paying me my tithes. That's not how it works, y'all. And why would you pay tithes to someone who's just going to go and have sex with young boys? Why would you pay tithes to somebody that's going to get a charter a jet like Creflo Dollar just so he can fly to Epstein's Island? You understand? You have to think about what the Bible is actually telling you about, because you're living in the time where all of the prophecies are coming to pass. And the Lord said he shortened the time. If he didn't show up in time, even the saints would fall into the destruction that the white man has said. Go ahead.
This book of Romans, chapter 6, verse 1. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? Verse 2, God forbid. How shall we that are dead in sin live any longer therein?
Listen. Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? The word sin is being brought up in the New Testament. So again, what did your church teach you? The church taught you the law is done away with. What is the law's purpose? The law's purpose is to prevent you from sinning, meaning prevent you from doing something that's against what the Lord would have you do. Think about the Lord as your boss micromanaging you. The Lord is like your boss being over your shoulder watching everything you do. All right? That's the only way you listen to God. That's not how it's supposed to be. That's not how it worked for Adam. If it didn't work like that for Adam, how could it work like that for you? Eve messed up and she got punished for it. Adam messed up and he got punished for it. But the Lord didn't micromanage Adam nor Eve. The Lord told Adam what to do. You understand? He told Eve what to do. Eve let somebody else tell her the law is done away with. If you learn from this tree, you should be like unto God. That's what they're telling you when the Christian church says the law is done away with, and we're in grace. Grace is a period. It is a specific amount of time meant to give you the opportunity to get correct. You get a grace period with your bill, with your rent. It doesn't mean you don't have to pay the rent. It doesn't mean you don't have to pay the bill. It means you get some time to get the money together to do what you got to do. So the Bible is saying, shall we continue in sin that grace may abound, may grow more? God forbid. Meaning, shall we keep sinning so that grace has more things for us to be forgiven for? Like, it could have been one thing, because you just kept sinning every day, every week. Now it's 365 things. Add another year. Now it's 365 more things. You understand? God forbid. You understand? How shall we then that are dead to sin live any longer therein? Meaning, if we believe in Christ, we're Christ-like. How the hell could you be like Christ unless you follow what Christ said? Who said the law was done away with? Christ didn't say that. And if you read your Bible, you know Christ didn't say that. So who told you that? Your church, your preacher, the pastor, your cardinal, you understand? Your pope. The Pope said God said it's okay to be gay. God didn't say that it was okay to be gay. Understand? Your Pope, your preacher said you can do this and you can be forgiven if you give me money. That's not what the Lord said. Christ out of his own mouth said, be ye therefore perfect, as your Father in heaven is perfect. Like, to serve the Lord requires faith. Your faith is your works. Your works are the things that we see, and the things that we see need to be based off the scriptures. Simple as that. The beautiful thing about the Bible, though, more than anything, is that it is only meant for Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. We are surrounded by these other nations to prove that we're better than these other nations. All right? That's why we can't let sin abound. We have to change our lives so the Lord correct. All right, let's go back to where we was at. Take me to Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17.
This book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
You see? For those that haven't picked up their Bible in years, got the cobwebs on it, the dust on it, can you let the people know what color the words you are speaking are written?
Red.
Red.
or the prophets.
Read it from the top.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
Go ahead and do me a favor and look up what fulfill means. Shut.
Alexa. Yeah, that's all right. Alexa, stop. I don't
I'm
even want to hear
having
you.
trouble connecting to the internet. Take a look at the help section in your Alexa app.
Understand? The Christian church has taught everyone to believe that fulfill means, oh, he finished it. The law is done away with. You got to think rationally when it comes to the Bible, all right? The Bible is not some remedial child's play book. Christ was not a dummy. Christ was educated. Christ knew who he was. He knew his lineage. He knew what his father was supposed to be doing. He learned his father's trade. He knew where Israel was supposed to be. He knew we were not supposed to be at the bottom. So when it comes to the words of the Bible, you cannot wash over it real quick. None of this should be watered down. You should feel every word that comes from Christ's mouth. Excuse me. Matthew 5:17 reads, think not. Don't put it in your mind. Don't think it. That I am come to destroy the law. Hard stop right there. Christ is saying, don't even think that I came to destroy the law. That should be really simple. If the person that you say, what would Jesus do, right? You rock the cross that they killed him on, right? You drink the little cup of mini juice, grape juice, and you eat the little unsalted, unflavored cooked cracker, right? You do all of these things, right? You get in the pool. You claim that you want to be baptized and renewed in the Spirit, even though Christ did not baptize people, nor did he recommend it after John. You understand? John even said, I baptize ceremonial. You understand? I'm just baptizing you in water. The nigga that's coming after me is about to baptize you in fire and the Spirit. Would you get in some fire to get baptized? No, you wouldn't, because nobody's coming out of that. The person trying to baptize you and y'all both getting burnt alive. All right? Christ was too deep to treat them like he's so shallow. He said, think not I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. Who are the prophets? Malachi, Daniel, Ezekiel, all of them. You understand? He said, don't think that I came to do away with the law or the things that the prophets said. So what is that called? The Old Testament by today's standards. Understand, when Christ was around, they wouldn't call it the Old Testament. And even if you want to deal with what we call the New Testament, it was written 2,000 years ago, making it also old. So technically, all of the Bible is Old Testament. You understand? How you gonna put a date on old? If 2,000 years is not old, then when is something old? When it's 8,000 years? When it's 1,000,000 years? No, 2,000 years is old. You understand? Both testaments are Old Testament at this point. All right. So he said, think not that I've come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. Now, this is the definition of fulfill, which you have to understand about words, people. Hooked on phonics, people. These definitions have more than one meaning. Go ahead.
Definition of fulfill means to achieve, complete, satisfy, or carry out a promise.
There you go. That's good enough right there.
To carry out a promise. Christ came to carry out the promise, to complete the promise. You understand? He didn't come to do away with. That's why he set it up. He set it up to let you know I didn't come to do away or destroy the law. Came to fulfill it, to make it happen, to instate it. What's the promise? The promise is that the law endureth forever. Christ came to make sure that we understood the law endures forever. Why would the law be relevant when Christ is around, but irrelevant once he's passed? That doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? But that's what your preacher, that's what your pastor has taught you. Can you read?
Come look up. Verse 18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. Verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, shall teach men so, he shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
Ooh-wee. So where is the kingdom of heaven, Christian? Where is the kingdom of heaven? Where is the kingdom of heaven? Oh, I know where you think the kingdom of heaven is. Because you're still a slave. Mentally, you're still a slave. You think it's a pie in the sky. You think in the hereafter, in the lo and behold, and what's that other word they used to say? In the great, whatever the hell y'all used to say, the old slave Negroes, swing down, sweet chariot stop. Let me ride. You don't even know what that means. You understand? Like, the kingdom of heaven is earth. Christ told us how to pray. You understand? He said, on earth as it is in heaven. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. So the kingdom of heaven is not in the sky. The kingdom of heaven has to be on earth because you don't have a physical body outside of being on earth. Your body is not terrestrial, it's terrestrial. Your body is not extraterrestrial. You belong to the terrex. You belong to the earth, the ground. The kingdom of heaven can never be in the sky for you. Understand? So if you're going to be least in the kingdom of heaven, you have to understand that you're living in someone else's heaven right now. You're in Donald Trump's heaven. You're in Al Gore's heaven. You understand? Which is Iran's hell. But Iran's hell is not our hell. Iran can at least say they have land. Iran can at least say they have a culture. Iran can fight against its oppressor. We can't fight against the white man because we won't come together. The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge has been there since 1969. Where are you? Why aren't you in class with me right now? Why are you watching from home? You should be here. This room should be full of people busting out the back door. You understand? The white man is dropping bombs on the Iranians, and they're saying, Allah Akbar. They are coming together more in the face of great tragedy, in the face of death and pain, in the face of not knowing what's going to happen tomorrow. They are standing strong together because they're fighting against the people that are oppressing. We're not fighting against our oppressor. We're joining hands with him. Go hand, join in hand. We are joining hand in the spirit of brotherhood. And I have a dream that one day little black boys and little black girls will join hands with little white boys and little white girls and blah, 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 blah. That's what Iran is saying. They said, you drop a bomb on our school, we're going to drop a bomb on your school. You blow up our base, we'll blow up your base. You blow up our oil field, we'll blow up your oil field, man. We have to come together at the very least. At least look at another people being oppressed and realize that the only way they're going to get out of that oppression is if they come together. We're not going to get out of our oppression if we don't come together. That's the beautiful thing about the Passover. All we had was each other. All we had was following the Lord's instructions. The Lord said, get a lamb, kill that lamb, put the blood on the lintels, on the border of your door. Everybody get in that goddamn house because the death angel is coming. And if you caught without, you're going to die. And the Egyptians didn't believe a damn word that Moses said through his brother Aaron. And the firstborn of the Egyptians and their cattle died. But all the Israelites, while they was hearing them crying, well, we were safe in our homes. Gigging, pop locking, dancing. You understand? We was getting it in. Because while they were crying, we were safe. We were laughing. While they were in pain, we were in joy, man. It's no different today than it was several thousands of years ago. We're in the same strait. You understand? We are in the middle of our own strait of Hormuz. You understand? We are at the choke point. We have to come together because Christ did what he did to bring us together. We'll be talking all night, all right? Keep going, Matthew chapter 5, verse 20.
God. This book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 20. For I say unto you, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and the Pharisees, ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven.
We got to be better than the people that are writing the law. And we got to be better than the people that are dictating the law. You understand? It's so easy. It's so easy now compared to back then. Back then, what Christ was asking them to do was revolutionary. He was saying, you got to be better than the people writing the law down and the people that were dictating what the law said. Now you don't have to do a damn thing near that. You can watch a class online. You can sit at home in your goddamn boxers. You can sit at home in your goddamn thong with your head covered. And I'm talking about two different genders right there. You understand? Just so you know. Just have your head covered and learn, but you should do it decently and in order. Cover up, do it right, put a dress on, sis. Put some slack, get all black. And say, but the point is, it's easier to serve the Lord today than it ever was in the past. Understand? You have to understand it, and you got to be better than them. And it's easy. Your preacher does not know the Bible. These fake Israelites do not know the Bible. It's easy now. Back then, it was hard because they wanted them tithes, and they didn't give a damn how you gave it to them. If you gave it to them with some cattle, all right, some vegetables, all right, money though. They wanted that denarii. You understand? They want them shekels. But you had to get that up. But it was still easier. Now, brother, all you have to do is be convicted in your spirit and come into the truth. You're doing better than them. All right? So don't deny the access of modern technology. Nothing is holding you back. Nothing is holding you back. If Christ was walking down the streets today, think about it. If Christ was walking down the streets today with smartphones, first you'd see he was black, and you'd already know that because you in Israel. Then he'd be, hey, going live, hey, I'm on we in we in Nazareth on 67th and Nazareth Ave, man. It's going up, man. And I'm about to heal a few people. You understand? I got my disciples with me. Hey, Peter, say something real quick. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's no different. You understand? We got it easier now. Back then, you had to trust. You had to do better than Thomas. Now, we all over the world. All right, with that, let's go to Joel chapter 3, verse 10.
God. This is the book of Joel chapter 3, verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears.
Right.
Let the weak say, I am strong.
Let the weak say what?
I am strong.
Let the weak say what?
I am strong.
Messiah Christ.
Give me Amos chapter 5, verse 18 through 20. You damn right, goodbye. You understand? Like the time that we're living in, you have to understand that you as a Christian or non-believer or one foot in, one foot out, you have what is called a pruning, what is it called? A pruning hook. You understand? Plowshare, meaning you got a farming tool. All right? No, it's time to beat that thing against a wall, against a rock, and turn it into you got to turn it into a blacksmith. No more trying to be a farmer. Now you got to be a blacksmith. Turn that thing into a sword. You understand? Let the weak say, I am strong. You, and I don't mean this negatively, you are the weak. We are the strong. You can also be the strong, but the point is you have to change your mind. The way you're operating, you cannot operate saying the law is done away with. That is not in the Bible. Not one time is the law being done away with in the Bible. And I bet if you look it up on your phone and ask your phone on Google, ask Gemini, say, hey, is the law done away with? I promise you it's going to give you some BS. Christ is who you're trying to be like, right? You're trying to be Christ-like. You call yourself a Christian. You want to know what Jesus would do? Out of his own mouth, he says, think not that I came to do away with, to destroy the law. So if he didn't come to destroy the law, that means, let's say the law was those 2 tablets that Moses had, all right? Christ didn't come to slam them on the ground. Christ came to to open up the Ark of the Covenant, pull those tablets out, and dust them off. Put some polish on it. Shine it up. Put it in a frame. Set it up in a good place where everybody can see it and say, boom, this is what we're doing. He didn't come to crash them against the ground. Your Christian church is just white supremacy. That's why it's throwing the tablets against the ground, trying to be Moses. Moses didn't throw the tablets on the ground because he hated the Lord. Moses slammed the slabs of stone on the ground because when he came down out that mountain, he saw that we were given into all types of debauchery and wickedness and lasciviousness to serve the other gods, the gods of Egypt. And what did the Lord have Moses do? He had to make 2 more slabs. Instead, if the law is not done away with, it has not been done away with. Go ahead.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 18. Woe to you that desire the day of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
Keep going.
Verse 19. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him.
Yikes.
Verse 20. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light?
Mm-hmm.
Even very dark, no brightness in it.
Understand?
The darkness is the fact that there's going to be a lack of knowledge, there'll be a lack of wisdom out in these streets. I'm trying to tell you, man, the time y'all got to get nestled in right now. What we're going through right now, that's the future. It's not getting better from here. This is the end. Gas is going up to $10 per gallon. You can't fight it. Bread is going to cost $7 for a loaf. You can't stop it. Nothing is going to be cheap anymore because the white man's ego is at stake with Iran right now, with Iran right now. And the Iranians got every card in their hand. Brother, let me tell you something. Who gives a damn about the Strait of Hormuz? Hormuz, however the hell you say that shit. I'm not Iranian. You understand? I'm not an Arabic. You understand? All they have to do is hit the desalination towers or locations, mess up their water. No more Middle East. No more Middle East, man. They ain't got to drop a nuke. All they got to do is hit their water treatment plants. It's over. It's not going back. baby girl, gas is never going to be $3 again in California. I'm sorry, it's just not. It's $6. Just prepare yourself to pay $6 a gallon. I got to. If you in the Bay Area, bridge toll is going up to $10 next year. That's it. We don't have. There's no way out because think about it. What is the happily ever after of this aftermath, man? You know what I'm saying? Iran, they're getting a nuke. America is so damn stupid. They fought the war for Israel, claiming that it's because they was going to get a nuke. If Israel has a nuke, if America has a nuke, if Pakistan has a nuke, if France has a goddamn nuke, why wouldn't Iran get a goddamn nuke, especially seeing what happened to them in the past month? They're getting a nuke. The other N words you can't say. You can't say nigga, you can't say nuke. They're getting a nuke. They're getting a nuke. It's happening. Life is not going back to the way you want it. And for Blacks, Latinos, and Natives, you shouldn't want it to go back. Let's get through this hardship. This is just your rest of your normal life. This is just being on welfare. This is just not having enough money to pay your rent. It's all this is. This is just good times. Nothing special. All right. White people about to jump out the goddamn window. White woman. Do the glizzy glop tonight for your husband. Because he's going to unalive you and your kids in about 3 months. They're about to go crazy. The stock market about to crash. The annihilators are coming. Mortal Kombat is coming to the white community. Whereas for Blacks and Latinos and Native Americans, we're going to be like, oh, it's Wednesday, huh? I'm used to getting by with nothing. The white man, the Arab man, none of them. They're not used. The African even about to go. You think the Africans are scamming now? Them Nigerian markets about to go crazy. They're about to promise you everything. Oh my God! Oh my God! You can have. I am the prince of Uganda. Oh yes, all of Uganda. Oh Nigeria. Oh, I'm Ethiopia. You think they scamming? They doing fraud in California and Wisconsin now, brother. You better get in while you're fitting right now. It's getting bad, but for Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, because the Lord is for us, this is the death of their society. Give me a second Ezra, what, 6 and 9? It says, Esau is the end, and Jacob is the beginning of that cometh after. Yeah.
Second Ezra 6 and 9.
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
So that's it. This is the end of Esau's world. All right. We don't have the end to our world. The white man's world is. Oh, it's the white man's world. What's that? I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But there's this bowler. He bowled the ball. He got it. Right. I got it. I was number 5. I did it. Whatever you think you are, I get it right. The white man's world is crashing like bowling ball pins, getting hit with an extreme curveball all the way up there. His world is over, man. Let me tell you, Blacks, Latinos, and Native something. That's so crazy. It's so crazy that if you're a Christian, you won't believe it. They're going to drop nukes. A nuclear bomb is not the way you think of it. There are 93 million people living in Iran right now. Okay? Maybe 92 with all the bombs they just dropped, right? A nuclear bomb wouldn't destroy everybody in Iran. If Israel dropped it,
there would still be Iranians alive. The same way they dropped the A-bomb or the hydrogen bomb, whatever the hell they call that, over Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The nuke is just nuclear power. It's just going to have more of a lasting stain on the land. But there will still be Iranians, man. Like I'm trying to tell you, this thing is not what you think. But the world that white people are living in is coming to a crashing halt. They're going to push the button. They gotta push the button. They got give me Romans chapter 9 verse 13. They have to push the button. They gotta push because they're not pushing the button. They're pushing the Lord's button. They're pushing the buttons that make the Lord say, "Yeah, I'm gonna do that." Moses came to Pharaoh and said, "Look, I just need to get 3 days off of my people so we can go into the wilderness and serve our God." And Pharaoh was like, "Hell no, ye are idle. That's the reason you want to do that." And the Lord was like, "God, you kill all the firstborn, cattle and man. Put the blood on the Israelites' doors so that they don't die." Let me tell you something. Them nukes, they didn't build them for nothing. It's not for show. What's the point of having a nuke if no one ever sees what it looks like to have a nuclear plume? It ain't just for testing. The Lord built that so that when they are over, you understand that they are over. Every place that white people are living in is going to get nuked. And the flying saucers are going to zoop up the children of Israel that have mercy from the Lord. Zoop, 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 zoop. 200 million flying saucers. Brother, there ain't going to be no sun in the sky. All you're going to see is flying saucers. Tell you, man, the future is beautiful, but it's also crazy. All right, so we at whatever you want to say.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 13.
Go ahead.
As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Drop down. Give me about 16. Let me hear what 16 says.
It's the book of Romans,
For this reason.
chapter 9, verse 16.
Mm-hmm. Give me where it says, "For this reason have I raised thee up." Oh, sweat. It's all good. I'm gonna get it. It's right in this book. Trust me. Give me Allah. No sweat. We go again. Same chapter. Give me Romans. Romans chapter 9, verse 17.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 17. For the scriptures say it unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up.
Listen, the Most High, when he talked to Pharaoh, all right, through Moses, he said, "This is the reason I raised thee up." Go ahead.
That I might show my power in thee.
I made you strong so I can show you how much stronger I am. Remember, the earth is the Lord's footstool. That's the God that a human is trying to fight against. You're trying to fight against a God who could squash you like a goddamn ant if he felt like it. The Lord flooded the planet because we were engaging in interracial sex. That's how the God of the Bible works. He and it didn't take long. How long did he flood the planet? 40 days. 40 nights of constant rain. And he killed all animals and humans. And only saved 8 humans that listened to him and built the ark with the animals that he put on in that ark. Do you understand that there would be no animals if the Lord only made the ark for the humans? It would just be sea creatures. All we would be eating is fish. I don't know how the cockroach got through though. The cockroach must have been in the water, wading in the water. That's how the cockroach got through that. You know what I'm saying? The red hand too. There's no way they was on the goddamn mark. But the point is, like that's the power that you're dealing with. He can he can create life, I kill and I make a life. You understand? He can also give power and take power away. He set the white man. Donald Trump is an idiot. Tony Blair, he's still in politics. Idiot. Donald Trump's whole cabinet, idiots. Head, whatever the fuck, excuse me, idiots. Howard Nutlick, idiots. The whole world is being run by idiots, and they got all of the goddamn power. And the Lord said, I set them up to show how strong I am compared to them. Because you think they're powerful. The Lord knows that he could just flick them.
God. And that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
Damn right, I'm the one. They think they're gonna escape going underground. The white man think he's gonna escape trying to get out the goddamn. brother, the white man is not getting away. He can go to Mars. Hell, he can go to Jupiter. He can go to Pluto if you want to. That's on the way. They're closer to Christ if they go to Pluto. Oh, here they go, right here. Grab y'all, slavery, and on to Earth. You're not ducking the charge. All right. Barron Trump's little evil son, he need to go to war. He needs to be in the field, man. He need to show the people that Donald Trump's war is burning time, man. I want to see Barron Trump out there in the goddamn trenches, getting dirty, getting that slick hair frizzy. You understand? Get busy. You understand? But they, you know what I'm saying? You fighting a rich man's war. I'd be damn, man. I'd be damn. Yeah, I'm trust me. If they do a draft, I'm too old for the draft off the rip. But if they do the draft, there's gonna be a lot of friendly fire, man. Let y'all off the rip. There's a lot of friendly fire, man. Oh, oops. Oops. I was missing my target. Why everybody you got was white? Oops. Or like Jeffrey Epstein says, like it. Whoops. Nasty bastard. Was that the end of that? Let's get back to it. All right. Take me to 2nd Ezra, chapter 14, and verse 14. Joel chapter 3 said, let the weak say I am strong, right? So that's the most important thing. Let's skip that. Let's get Proverbs chapter 6, verse 23. This is your strength, O ye weak. This is your strength, O ye that think the law is too hard to keep. The Lord out of his own mouth said, my law is not grievous. For this is the love of God that we keep his commandments. For his commandments are not grievous, meaning they're not hard to do. So if the weak gonna be strong, this is how the weak gotta look at the Lord's law. Go ahead.
God. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life.
The law is light. You need light. If we shut these damn lights off right now, you couldn't see a damn thing. You need light. You need the sun to come up. You can't have a dark and cloudy day every day for 365 days of the year. It can't be nighttime for 24 hours. You need light. And that's the law. The Christian church is putting you in darkness for 24 hours. 7 days a week, 365, 66 days of a year, man. The law is a light. You can't give up light. If someone tells you the light is done away with, you're not gonna accept it. You know what I'm saying? The hell you mean light is done away with? I can't see a damn thing without light. Well, the law is a light. The law cannot be done away with because you can't serve God if you don't know how to serve him. Your children, if you tell your children to come in before the lights go out, and your children don't come in before the lights come on, excuse me, come in before the lights come on, right? It's a little opposite, right? Because we got the sun in the sky. You tell your children, y'all better come in before the street lights come out. What does that mean? That means it's dark outside. So you're telling your children, come home before the street lights come out. If they don't come home before the street lights come on, don't you whoop their ass? And you're a mother, right? You're a single mother. You don't need a man, right? You collect welfare, you get food stamps, SSI, you get a SNAP. You don't need a man, right? If them children don't listen to you, don't you whoop their ass? Well, the Lord is a father to every single Black, Latino, or Native. You don't think he gonna whoop our ass if we don't get in before the lights come on? The law is a light. We aren't using the light. We're walking around in the damn darkness. What you expect to happen? You're gonna bump into a lot of walls. You're gonna fall into a lot of ditches. You're gonna be covered in thorns and thistles. You're gonna make wrong choices, wrong decisions, go in wrong direction until you hold that lamp up. Now you can see. The law is never done away with because the law is light. Give me Ecclesiastes 12:13. Cannot deny the law. All right, we're gonna just do about 2 more verses and we'll wrap it up. All right, go ahead.
This is book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 2.
12, verse 13. You good? I got that shit too.
Let's hit it out. This is book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. Let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments. Mm-hmm. For this is the whole duty of man.
Most High in Christ that you can wrap up a whole book in a verse. This verse wraps up the whole Bible, New and Old Testament, in a single verse. This is the conclusion of all the talk. Everything I'm saying, everything the next brother might say, everything you hear on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. All right? Fear God, fear the Lord. What does it mean to fear God? It means to honor him. When you fear somebody, you honor them for what they stood for. Fear God. How do you honor God? Keep his commandments. All right? But this is the whole duty of man. This is all you have to do. And I'm going to say this to the sisters because this is the only subject that fucks women up. All right? Listen, I get it. You, myself included, we were born in America. All we know is America. We don't know. We're not Israelites, Hebrew Israelites. I was born in Mississippi. Oh, I'm about to make people mad. Hey, Sinners was a terrible movie. That movie was dog water, dog shit. It wasn't good. All right, wasn't good. I got a whole breakdown on the movie Sinners. Not good. Ryan Coogler needs to go back to the damn chalkboard and try something better. That was not.
It could have been better.
1,000 times better. All right. Here's the conclusion of the whole matter, man. Fear God and keep his commandments. This is the whole duty of man. All you have to do is keep the Lord's commandments, no matter what someone else says. Other people says keeping the Lord's commandments is done away with. You ain't got to do that. We in grace. Don't listen to them. You know what your duty is. The Bible says what your duty is. keep the Lord's commandments. When you read the Bible, the Old Testament specifically, the law and the prophets, you really realize that it wasn't hard. It's not hard. The ways in which we fell off time and time again were dumb. One of the biggest ways was we built groves, which were gardens, or high places to other gods. Like, why? When the God of your people saved you from the last problem, why would you build a garden of plants and flowers and apple tree orchards and peaches and bananas and all that? Why would you build all of this for a God that somebody carved out of wood? Why would you, like the natives do, with the whole, I might be ignorant, with the whole totem poles, right? The rain dances and all of that type, the smoke signal. Y'all worshiping God. It's not the God that created the smoke is the one you need to be serving. The God that created the wood is the one you need to be serving. That's who you're supposed to serve. Not the thing. The God that created the stars and the sun and the moon. That's who you're supposed to be serving, not the sun and the moon. You understand? Like, all you have to do is keep the Lord's commandments. That's your only option. That's only duty. That's your job. So when a Christian says the law is done away with, you say, man, F you. I don't want to eat pork. I don't need to celebrate my birthday. And back to the system. Your man can have another woman. There are rules to that as well. She needs to be an Israelite. There are 12 tribes in Israel. He can choose between your tribe, another woman for your tribe, 20 women from your tribe, women from other tribes. But he can't date outside of his people. That's the most important part. He also cannot have sex with prostitutes.
Right.
You understand? He cannot have sex with the same sex.
Right.
He cannot have sex with an animal.
Right.
He can get tested before he has sex with a woman. He can court a woman. That means take time to get to know that woman.
Right.
In the UPK, it's a year. 6 months at the very least. Brothers and sisters going to the Passover in a couple weeks, man. It's going to be women there with red corsage, meaning they married. It's going to be women with white corsage, meaning they're not married. Sister, if your husband is talking to a woman with a white corsage, leave that man alone. Let him mac on her. It is to your benefit. It is to your benefit because the Lord allows it. Let that man walk in his divinity. Let him walk in his, what they call that? His masculine energy. You understand? Let your man be a man. I don't even like to say let your man. Your man is a man. You don't have no control over him. All right? Your whole duty in life is to keep the Lord's commandments, just like his are. Is. You understand? You've been raised in a monogamous society, but that's not of the Lord. The Lord created for Blacks, Latinos, and Natives a polygamist society, a society where a man may, does not have to, but may have more than one woman. However, a woman can only have one man. That is the goal. That is the hope. The hope is that a woman don't have to have 1,000 experiences to know what a good man is. The hope is that you get with a man and your father assisted in you getting with that man. Our hope is that you have a father to assist you in choosing a man. There's levels to this, man. You understand? Like the society you live in believes that the Black, Latino, and Native household should be separated. What Commander Johnny Hanna kept and what the ISUPK represents has been here since the beginning. I'm gonna come right back to this And then we're gonna do one more verse. Let me get. God damn it! No thought is escaping my head as I. What was I just talking about? It's gonna come back.
Woman, man.
Yeah, it ain't coming back. God, if it comes back, I'll get it. All right, but everything that you need to understand about the scriptures, you have to understand it from the perspective that in America, this is not your place of rest. This is not your society. It's no different than an Iranian claiming America is his society. It's not. There is a conspiracy that keeps us from our homeland, from our identity, because someone is assuming our identity in our homeland. There's no reason why Latinos and natives and black people don't have a land that is not in America. Asians got a land, Pacific Islanders got a land, Africans got a land, but why the Mexicans don't? All we got is this? Why the natives? All they got is this? Why the blacks? All we got is this? No, it's a conspiracy because our land is being occupied by white people who claim to be Israel, Israelis, as they call themselves. Right? All right. Your whole duty in life is to keep the Lord's commandments. All right. Simple as that. All right. From there, give me Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 9. We'll end with these last two.
This book of Proverbs, chapter 28, verse 9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination.
What did the Bible just say? Read that again.
He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination.
If you turn your ear away from hearing the law. Meaning, if someone's trying to teach you how to serve God, and you're like, I don't want to hear that. Let's be it. That's fiat. You know what I'm saying? Even your prayers shall be an abomination. Look at the times you're living in. You're living in times where you're about to pray more than any time. Oh God, please don't let the gas prices be $7 when I get out the door today. Oh my God, please, I can't afford $7. That's gonna be $14 for 2 gallons. Oh my God, $21 for 3 gallons. Oh Lord, please don't. And then you get to the gas station and it's $10. You know what I'm saying? They are about to. Listen. Rocketha Yahweh Shah for the ISUBK's prison programs and food drives, man. Because you are going to, and clothing drives. You're coming into a time, man, that 501c3 we got is going to be all you have. And when they can cut that, you ain't going to have a damn thing. But much like Joseph did in Egypt, we will have reserves. We will have clothes, blankets, pillows, inflatable beds, lamps, lanterns, knives, rations. We're going to have everything you need to survive. But you got to understand that your prayer is going to do nothing to help you if you turn your ear away from hearing the law. Who is teaching you the law besides the ISUPK? No one else. What is the Bible? This is the ISUPK scripture right in the Bible. Read that one more time.
Oh my God. This is book of Proverbs, chapter 28, verse 9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination.
If you don't keep the law, which is how you hear something. If I say, don't look that way, don't look that way. If I say look that way, look that way. If you don't hear the law and follow the instructions of the law, your prayer is going to be filthy and wicked to the Lord. He's not going to hear you. It's simple. 1 + 1 = 1. If you don't hear the law, the Lord don't hear your prayer. If you hear the law, the Lord hears your prayer. If you say the law is done away with, guess what else is done away with? Your prayer. If you want your prayers to be heard and answered, you have to hear and answer to the law. It's as simple as that. 1 plus 1 equals 1. 1 equals 1. Understand? Keep going.
Talking about God. The book of Proverbs, chapter 28, verse 10. Whoso causeth the righteous to go astray in an evil way, he shall fall himself into his own pit. But the upright shall have good things in possession.
We're gonna read one more cluster of verses. Take me down to 2 Ezra chapter 3, verse 30. 2 Ezra chapter 3, verse 30 in the apartment. We'll read down to 36. All right. Whoso causeth the righteous to go astray in an evil way, he shall fall himself into his own pit. Who causes the righteous to go astray except for your preachers? Your leaders are imam. They cause you to believe that the law is done away with. They cause you to believe that you in grace. What the hell does that mean? Why would you use a time to get right to do more wrong? If Christ died for your sins, why would it make sense to sin more when he cannot die for your sins again? He is sitting at the right hand of power right now as I speak, looking down on our behaviors, our actions, our world, our situations. He knows what's happening in the Middle East. He knows what is happening in the Middle West. He knows what's happening in Antarctica and the Arctic. You know what I'm saying? He's absolutely well aware of that. So that's who we're dealing with, man. You don't want to play with somebody like that. That knows, he knows your mind. You say Christ knows your heart. He definitely does know what you think. He knows why you think it, and he knows what it means when you think it. All right? Don't be the next PDF file. If you are a PDF file, stop that nasty, weird shit before your neck gets slit open.
Right.
Your head is I'm chopping your head off. All right? You getting ripped off. And if you know what I'm saying, you getting ripped off. You getting dismembered.
Right.
You getting body. You getting Levi Strauss. I suggest you stop right goddamn now. I suggest you give that family all the money they deserve. And I suggest you go to the nearest tree with a rope and hang yourself.
Right.
Like Judas did. I suggest you take a flying leap. I suggest you skydive with no parachute before one of us gets you. That's just my suggestion. Go ahead.
Oh my God. This book of Ezra. It's like this book of the second Ezra, chapter 3, verse 30. For I have seen how thou sufferest them sin, and hast spared wicked doers, and hast destroyed thy people, and hast preserved thine enemies, and hast not signified it unto me.
You understand? Like, this is Ezra saying, because he's contending with the Lord on why we're in our condition, yet the wicked get to stand. All right? Like, I see how you deal with your people, and I see how you deal with the people that ain't your people. What?
God. Verse 31. I do not know how I can reconcile myself to this action. Is Babylon doing something better than Zion?
Understand? Why do the heathen, are the heathen doing something better than the children of Israel? Why do they get to continue in their wickedness? Well, we get destroyed in our righteousness. We do a little thing and we get destroyed, but they get to do the most. And Donald Trump, Donald Trump took top secret information from the White House to Mar-a-Lago while he was working with Putin, and he got caught. Donald Trump claimed that what's his name, Joe Biden, went and stole the election. You understand? He incited the January 6th riots. And yet, it's still this wicked bastard with 37 counts of 37 felonies based on sexual assault. Donald Trump said he grabs women by the vagina and they let you do it. He was with the beauty pageants, 14-year-old girls making them strip naked. Donald Trump was Jeffrey Epstein's best friend. What's that? What we say he was his? What the hell do we say he was his? What the fuck is he like? He was Ace Boom Boom. He was his ace. Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump was like this, son. It was good friends. And even though we know everything we know about Jeffrey Epstein, Donald Trump got to be the goddamn president again and is working on a third term. My God, how do they get to be whatever the hell they were as if they're better than the children of Israel, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans? Go ahead.
Come on, God. Verse 32. Or is there any other people that knoweth thee besides Israel? Or what generation hath so believed thy covenant as Jacob?
Instead, this is not talking about the Jewish man. We are the best at serving Christ. We are the best at serving the Lord. I just recently found out about Vince Carter. I am not a basketball sports person. You all know who Vince Carter is?
Oh, no, I do. But I don't know what happened.
Brother, amazing. He's amazing.
Oh, you just found out?
I just found out. I used to listen to Gucci Man. He said, I got the Vince Carter keys, that sugar and water. I'm not athletic, but I'm a straight baller. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. This brother Vince Carter is amazing. He is an amazing. I don't know nothing about his personal life. I'm talking about what I've seen on the screen, man. His 3 points, his
Then he put the arm in the ring.
yeah, his turnovers, all that alley-oop, all that. God, that's us. That's the salt of the earth. We are the salt of the earth. Who is better than us to serve God than us? Usain Bolt exists. Sakari Richardson exists. Selena existed. And give me some natives, you understand? Geronimo, Red Bull, excuse me, Red Clouds. Forgive me for that, Red Bull. Please don't hit me in the comments. Red Clouds, Sitting Bull, amongst many others. Like, we are amazing. We are amazing anytime we exist. You understand? Like, clearly the Lord gives a damn about us, even in our captivity. He doesn't not do the thing that lets you know we're his chosen people. You going?
God. Verse 33. And yet their reward appeareth not.
And yet our reward doesn't appear. Go ahead.
And their labor hath no fruit.
We picked all the damn cotton. We invented everything. We don't own cotton. We don't own the patent on the air conditioning. We don't own the patent on peanuts. We don't own the patent on potato chips. None of that stuff. We don't own the patent on the radiator system. God damn, it doesn't. Nothing we do helps us in the end. Go ahead.
For I have gone here and there to the heathen. And I see that they flow in wealth and think not upon the commandments.
These heathens, much like Donald Trump, who's made, I think, about $4 billion in the past 15 months. He don't serve God. Donald Trump don't even think he's going to make it in heaven. He going to have to figure something out. He gonna have to work the art of the deal to get in heaven. Oh, Donald Trump's getting in heaven. Oh my God. Donald Trump's gonna be in heaven. Oh snap. This is the heaven for Donald Trump and Pete Hegseth, whatever the hell his name is, Howard Nutnick. This is their heaven. Oh my, there's this, I don't remember his name. There's this bodybuilder right now, this white dude, bodybuilder, man, lifted 800 pounds, lifted 400 pounds. Oh God, he got, oh man, 200 pounds. Woo-wee, strong motherfucker. Oh, they're gonna be picking cotton. Oh, in the kingdom of heaven, they're gonna pick so much cotton. Donald Trump is gonna have a diaper on, shitting on himself, picking 400 pounds of cotton. Oh, these cookies. They never coming in the big house. Ain't no white person coming in on my plantation ground. They gonna stay by the pig sloughs. You understand? Listen, they have a purpose. In the kingdom of heaven, they're gonna be in heaven. If I may, I think Commander Juliana gonna get Donald Trump. I'm probably not gonna have that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping to get Powder. Maybe I can get Powder. What's the one, the white boy that ran into Dylan Storm Roof? I think Captain Zarya gonna get Dylan Storm Roof. Let me see which one. Hopefully, I might get. Maybe I get the niggas from NSYNC. I might get Justin Timberlake. Hopefully, I get Justin Timberlake. You know, he get yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I might get some. I'm gonna get somebody left for. You ain't gonna know about him. You understand? But they're coming in the kingdom of heaven as slaves. Go ahead.
Good. Verse 34. Weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance, and there is also that dwell in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So dwell the world. And so shall they. And so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel.
When they on the torture rack, when the Lord finds out who the white man is, who the oppressors are, no matter what ethnicity they hide themselves in, even if they are African, even if they are East Indian, even if they are Arab, you understand, Iranian, even if they are Australian, all right? Even if they are Samoan, whatever the hell these people are, find them out, because all of them claim to be Christian. They all of them are Christians. They turn the other cheek. They Christian. Christians. But find them out, and you'll find out they are atheists. They don't have a God. They don't believe in God. How could you believe in God if you're an African and not deliver blacks, Latinos, and natives back to Israel? How could you not fight for us to get back to our homeland? If you're a Christian, how could you allow yourself to know that America was stolen from the Native Americans and not want to give it back to the natives and take your ass back to your homeland? All of y'all got homelands. Only people that don't have a homeland is blacks, Latinos, and natives, because our homeland is Israel. You won't give us back our actual homeland, and you won't give the natives their homeland back, because there is no God in you. There is no faith in you. There's only faith in the children of Israel, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Go ahead.
Verse 35. Or when was it that they which dwelt upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight?
Read that again from the top.
Come. Verse 35. Or when was it that they which dwelt upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight? Mm-hmm. Or what people have so kept thy commandments?
So who has not sinned before you, God? And who has not kept your commandments? You know who has not sinned? Everybody sinned. But who's kept your commandments? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. We are the only people that have done both. Everyone else, pork is sold in stores. Everywhere you go. We in the month of March. What they about to celebrate next? They celebrated St. Patrick's Day this past weekend. Or they gonna celebrate it next weekend? I don't know. I don't keep up with that. They're celebrating their birthday tomorrow morning. They don't know how to keep your law, Lord, because you told us not to have a God before you. So in the ISUPK, we know that means you can't become a God. And when you celebrate your birthday, you're turning yourself into God. These other nations, they don't know that. They don't give a damn. They bless the Pope on his 89th birthday. God damn, you're a little bit too old to still be doing something that happened 89 years ago. You understand? Because they heathens. They don't know how to serve God. Blacks, Latinos, and Natives, when we resist the heathenistic lifestyle, we're the only people that know how to serve the God. We're the only people that know how to turn to the Lord because we don't want our prayers to be an abomination. We need the Lord, so we can't have our prayers be an abomination. Go ahead.
Come on, God. Verse 36. However, thou shalt find certain people in Israel who have kept thy commandments, but thou shalt not find any among the heathen.
Understand? Listen, if your father was in your life or not in your life, Black, Latino, Native man, my birth father was not in my life. And for that reason, I lost a lot. But the blessing that I have is he was from the tribe of Judah. And my grandfather was from the tribe of Judah. And Lord allow my great-grandfather was from the tribe of Judah. And Lord allow my great-great-grandfather was from the tribe of Judah. And Lord allow my great-great-great, and so on and so forth. You understand? But outside of that, that's all that matters. If your father was not in your life, man, that's very unfortunate. But he did the one thing that matters, man. He had sex with your mother, whether she be white, Asian, East Indian, Polynesian, African, unfortunately. But you are the seed of your father. Matter of fact, let me hold this up to the camera. Here we go. You probably want to see how well you can see. You probably won't be able to see it. All right. Boom, boom, boom. The light is not helping me. Nope. Nonetheless, I'm trying to show you a skeleton, all right? The nervous system. When you look at the nervous system, I'm just pulling it up. That's the nervous system. When you look at the nervous system of a human, what you will see is you have the brain and the spinal cord. And then ultimately, of course, you have your arms and your legs and your private parts. But what you're looking at is a sperm cell that grew a body. You understand? You are the seed of your father. That flimsy sperm cell that was liquid at one point, it grew arms, it grew legs, it grew a spine, it grew a brain. But you are what your father is, man. So your father did one thing good, man. He was born. Give your father. Donald Trump loves his dad, and his dad looks like an animal. Donald Trump loves his mama too, and she looked like a goddamn animal. But he is what his father is, a degenerate, racist, Ku Klux Klan white boy. You understand? You are a Hebrew Israelite from one of the 12 tribes of Israel, and Jesus Christ is from the tribe of Judah. Paul is from the tribe of Benjamin. You understand? Latinos, you are from the tribe of Issachar. Natives, you are from the tribe of Gad and Reuben. You understand? Latinos, you are from the tribe of Zebulun and Ephraim and Naphtali. You understand? You have a whole bunch going on from it. You understand? So it's all said and done, man. Let's keep this law. We're in the end times. This is no time to play around with God. Don't play around with the Lord because He punting people. He Hail Mary. This is the Hail Mary. Brother, I suggest you catch the ball and run to the end zone because we don't have that much time. I suggest you Vince Carter this, man. Slam dunk it. We at the end. Jump over the white boy head, man. 7 foot tall. Crunch him and slam dunk. Put your hand in the net. Shoot the three. You spin around. Do whatever you got to do, but it's time to serve the Lord. You do not have any more time. I don't have any more time. With that, pass the class over. Preaching officer. Now, yeah, 500, right? 1,000. 50? Yeah. All right, we already know that. I'm a prophet of the Lord.
Israel, got their one pretty fluent to teach. Israel, much. Right. How about them y'all talk about
Y'all about Shira Sharakathum.
y'all talk? Then Israel, gonna give one pretty salute to the women, the sisters watching online. Then Israel, much. Right. Your house the one on thought about Shem y'all shot. At the top, Pastor Smith.
Water I can do out of Aquati.